have another question coming to us from Marshawn, who's asking, Jack, with the arrival of Rudy Gay and now, the loss of Ed Davis, what happens at the 4 and 5 spots for the Raptors, and who would you start at those spots?
Well, I think Amir Johnson's played great, so I think you're fine there. I think Jonas Valanciunas will be back from injury soon enough, so I think he'll be a guy that's going to get significant minutes, and he's a big part of the Raptor future. Andrea Bargnani obviously is on the roster at this point, so it depends on how things work out with him, short-term, long-term, what's going to happen with him from a trade perspective. But we all know how talented he is offensively. The question is whether he's going to start or come off the bench. I will say that I think you look at him and Lowry, DeRozan, and Rudy Gay, I think that might be a difficult mix offensively. There's only one ball and a lot of guys that are scoring-minded. So it might be a situation where you bring a guy like Bargnani off the bench. Aaron Gray's done a good job. He's a guy that's doesn't require shots. He's just going to do his job within the offense. And, I look at their team. I don't think they're done dealing. So between now and the trade deadline on February 21st, I think you'll see things change once again. But, you can go small, too. And, there's no doubt in my mind. You look at how Allen Anderson and Terrence Ross have played. I think you could play a Rudy Gay at the 4. I think you could play a Landry Fields at the 4. So I think they've had a lot of success when they've gone small. So I'm not really married, and I don't think Dwayne Casey's married to the fact that you have to play a traditional 4 and 5 man in terms of two legitimate big guys. I think you look at the way the game's played now in the NBA, you legitimately can go small. You see LeBron James sometimes with the Miami Heat playing at the 4. Sometimes he plays at the 5. And I think back to the Raptor overtime game in Miami, and it was Amir Johnson and LeBron James at the 5 and 8 small guys. So the game has evolved dramatically. So, again, I think the key is putting good players out there. It's all about having good players.